What is up? It is Zane here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Electrify effect. Let's go. Okay, so first off, I have this basic synth waveform. Now we're going to turn the mix of Electrify up. And as you can hear, it's completely electrifying up our sound. This plugin is super simple and easy to use. There's really not a ton of knobs, but there's a lot of ways to customize our sound really fast. I'm sure you can already think of a ton of different ways that we can use this effect. Because straight up it just sounds like electricity right now. And we can even turn this knob right here. Now let's test it on this ARP. Even though my Russian developer friends and I developed this plugin, I still haven't tested it completely on every sound because I just love reacting to stuff live. I know it doesn't have any bugs though. Let's right click the logo and resize it up a little bit. We can even make a little baby version of the plugin. I've never seen something this tiny. And on this sound, it's like almost lo-fiing it up. I don't know how to describe it though, because there's really nothing I've ever heard like this before. It isn't the most beautiful effect ever, but I always wanted this because, you know, I'm an EDM producer. That stands for electronic dance music. So I love having that futuristic texture and sound whenever I want. Let's try with like a low mix amount. So we still have that buzziness in the background, but we still have that body of the synth. So it can get tasteful. Now let's test it on this bass though, okay? You can see there's a lot of low end going on. Now we're gonna enable Electrify. Let's turn the mix up. Hey, there we go. So you hear that high end? I actually love that texture on a lot of my sounds. Let's move around the XY pad though, see how it changes up our texture. You can see in between we have these little waveform sound effects, which is the lightning, actually audio. You know what, I'm just gonna show you the behind the scenes since I have the actual schematic right here. So it looks really complicated, but basically Electrify is a vocoder with an algorithm of 16 different electricity sounds. So here's all the samples connected to the knobs right here. It's pretty simple, honestly. Like, it wasn't extremely difficult to develop this plugin. The art was pretty complicated though. And this right here is the effect portion of the plugin. So at the bottom of this main circle, we have our ring mod. So when you turn this up, you can hear more of that ring. Then we got the soft distortion. So it's not a super crazy distortion, just a little bit, as you can hear. And then this effect right here is something very unique. It's a chromium effect. Basically, it's a chromium reverb, but we stripped out the reverb. And it gives this really metallic effect to your sound. Pretty ugly, but in a good way for me. And then we have this phaser for the last one. And that always just gives your sound that more futuristic feel. So, some pretty good effects for that electric synthetic texture that I was looking for. Okay, so final thoughts and review of Electrify effects. I tried to make it as beautiful as possible. There's some nice animations with the XY. Has some good effects and really easy ways to change up the sound. So basically everything that I want in my plugins. There's even a sound effect when you press this button. Resizability feature, mix knob, so that's pretty much everything. I want to test it on drums real quick. I think on an individual sound is better, like here's a kick and then turn it up. Damn! This is sick actually! And then let's go super low end on a bass. Turn the mix up. Oh! See, I can make anything a lot more deadly really fast. And I just love how unique it is because no one else is gonna have this sound. I mean, that's also why I love making plugins. So the future of Electrify Maybe one day it'll get revamped into like a 3D version. But for now, there should be no bugs and it's working nicely. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can get this plugin right now for $11.11 on my website, zayne.xyz/shop. Your support really inspires me to keep going, so thank you so much. I got some insane new plugin developer collaborations coming soon. I'm working on stuff that's really good for house music, lo-fi, techno, anything experimental and futuristic, but also very beautiful and melodic, and stuff that lets you make music really fast. That's my #1 goal right now as a developer. And I'm gonna take over the entire fucking art and music world. Hit me up if you want to collab. Chase your dreams no matter what. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.